Hello students, very good evening to all of you. So welcome again all of you in Vedantu NEET English channel. I am your biology educator Dr. Meetu Ma'am. By profession, I am a dentist, cosmetologist and a biology educator teaching biology since 12 years to all the NEET students. Okay, so I am here in now Vedantu platform, beautiful, fantastic platform, very nice channel it is. So let's start the session. This is one shot series for NEET 2020 biology for class 11. Okay, one shot, one shot. NEET 2026. Chapter name is Structural Organization in Animals. Now, so many topics of this chapter are deleted by NTA. We are dealing with the latest updated syllabus. Okay, done. Am I audible? My voice is clear or not? Clear now? Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Am I live? Okay, live. Done. Hi everyone. Hi. Okay, done. I've checked everything in my phone. I'm clearly visible as well as audible. So let's start the chapter without wasting a minute. Structural organization in animals. Structural means what is the structure of an animal? We have studied animal kingdom on yesterday's lecture. We have completed one shot of animal kingdom. Structure of animals may be made up of single cell. Okay, that is a unicellular organism. But in animals, we are dealing with multicellularity. 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 When the cells are more than one in number, they should be in an organized manner. If you see the first phylum of non-chordata, that is Porifera. So Porifera is a multicellular animal. It is having cellular aggregate, means cellular aggregate. Multicellular, so many cells are there, but they are not forming division of labor. They are not forming a tissue. They are not forming a tissue. Here, when we will deal with the tissue part, mean later on it was given animal tissue, neural tissue, that muscular tissue. So what do you mean by a tissue? Tissue is a group of cell. Tissue is a group of cells who are similar in origin, similar in structure and function. Means if cells are for means if cells are for if cells are epithelial cells and they are meant for epithelial tissue. Okay, means tissue is a group of cells which are similar in origin but may be similar or dissimilar in structure and function. That is the proper definition. So here we are going to deal with tissue. Group of cells, tissue. Group of tissue, organ. Group of organ system. So group of cells similar in origin. Now, what are the origin? Origin is always embryo. Fusion of male gamete sperm with the female gamete ova give rise to zygote. Zygote will undergo continuous or multiple mitotic divisions and give rise to a large ball of mass of cells. That is That is embryo. That is embryo. So origin of all the cell and tissue is embryo. So similar in origin, may be similar is similar in structure and function. Okay. Like this, we can say these are cube-like cells. So cuboidal cells. Cuboidal cells. Done. You may be surprised to know that all complex animal composed of four basic type of tissue. What are they? Epithelial tissue, connective tissue, third is neural tissue, fourth is muscular tissue. Done. Is it clear? Epithelial tissue, skin, all the lining of organs, body cavities. So they are meant for protection. The epithelial cells are designed for secretion absorption also. Connective tissue connecting various parts of the body. Neural tissue composed of neurons, and muscular tissue composed of muscles, skeletal muscles. We have discussed neural tissue and muscular tissue in the human physiology topic. Muscular tissue in the chapter locomotion movement, neural tissue in the chapter neural control and coordination. So muscular cells are skeletal muscles, long striated bands muscles, smooth muscles, visceral muscles, non-striated muscles. Okay, cardiac muscles, muscles especially lining the heart. Okay. So when two or more organs perform a common function by their physical or chemical interaction, they together form organ system. Digestive system, respiratory system, okay? Organ and organ system in multicellular organism, when tissue group, then organ group form organ system, and organ system give rise to an organism. For example, our heart consists of four type of tissues: epithelial, connective, muscular, neural. Morphology refers to study of form or externally visible features. This face, eyes, nose, these are the morphological features, external features. Anatomical feature means you are taking one biopsy from the cell, means you are observing, you are elaborating the cell within microscope. Anatomy means study of internal structure. Done. In case of animals, this refers to the external appearance of the organ or parts of the body. The word anatomy conventionally used for the study of morphology of internal organs. And generally we today in this chapter we are going to deal with the frog representing vertebrates, amphibia. Okay, so frog is a chordata. Why chordata? Why chordata? Because it is having a notochord, and that notochord in future will convert into vertebral column. Vertebral column. Vertebral column. So it is a vertebrate also, means it is a vertebrate. So frogs can live both on land and in fresh water. Less salt concentration. Done? Is it clear? Less salt concentration means aquatic. Done? So amphibia, class amphibia or phylum chordata. The most common species of frog found in India is Rana tigrina. Most common question in NEET. Now they do not have constant body temperature. Constant body temperature means they are cold blooded. Poikilotherm. Poikilothermous animals. Thermos means related to temperature. Done? So you might have also noticed changes in the color of frogs are in grasses. Means they have the capability to change the color and hide themselves from enemies, which is a defense mechanism called as camouflage. Called as camouflage. What it is called? Camouflage. Now, this protective coloration is called mimicry. Okay, during this period, they take shelter, means they also not seen during peak summer and winter. Why? Because they are poikilothermous. They are not able to maintain their a constant temperature. They are not so much adaptable. Their body is not so much acclimatized. So in peak summer and winter season, when temperature is very high or very low, they are not able to, you know, maintain such type of disastrous temperature where they will die. So to protect themselves, they go for a sleep or hide themselves. During this period, they take shelter in deep burrows to protect them from extreme heat and cold. This is known as summer sleep estivation and winter sleep hibernation respectively. Okay, very important. Very important. Now, morphology. See this body is actually long, elongated and broad. Done? Skin is smooth and slippery due to presence of mucus. Skin is always maintained in moist condition. Okay. Generally, they are olive green and with dark irregular spots. Dorsal means behind side, behind side. Frog never drinks water but absorbed it through skin. So we can say cutaneous. Cutaneous. Body of the frog is divisible into head and trunk. Neck and tail are absent. Only head and this trunk part. No neck and tail. Nostrils are there. Nostrils are for breathing. Nostrils are for breathing. Done. Eyes are bulged and covered by nictitating membrane that protect them while in water. So nictitating membrane is a organ which is actually for defense mechanism for protection. On either side of the eye, tympanometer receives sound signals. Forelimb and hind limb. Forelimb and hind limb. For swimming, walking, leaping and burrowing. Swimming, walking, leaping. Burrowing means gadda khodna. The hind limbs end in 5 digits and are larger muscular than forelimb than in 4 digits. Feet are webbed digits like this. To adhere the substratum very well. They male frogs, helps in swimming. Frogs exhibit sexual dimorphism. Means there is a female frog, there is a male frog. The population has sexual dimorphism. Sexes are separate. Male frogs can be distinguished by the presence of sound producing vocal sacs and also a copulatory pad on the first digit of forelimb, which are absent in frogs. Okay. Male frogs have sound producing vocal sacs and also copulatory pad on the first digit of forelimb. which these both structures are absent in female frog. Okay. Anatomy. Here we are going to deal with digestive, circulatory, respiratory, and nervous. Okay. Now, digestive system composed of alimentary canal with digestive gland. Alimentary canal means a long tube-like structure. Gland means they are specialized to produce some kinds of substances like enzymes which help in digestion. Okay. Okay, done. Then alimentary canal is short because frogs are carnivores and the length of intestine is reduced. Mouth opens like buccal cavity, then pharynx, then esophagus. Okay, which in turn continues as the intestine, rectum, and finally open outside by cloaca. Liver secretes bile. Pancreas produce pancreatic juice. So this is your esophagus. Liver secretes bile. Done. Intestine, rectum, along with cloacal aperture. Cloacal aperture. Done. Now, food is captured. Food is captured. All the glands are containing digestive enzyme. Food is captured. Food is, poured and used by digestive enzyme. The enzymes are secreted. They are broken down. They break down the complex food into simpler food and make it easy for absorption. Now, digestion of food takes place by the action of HCl, gastric juices, partially digested food called chyme from stomach to first part of small intestine. Bile emulsified fat means the fat globule divided into small globules. Emulsification. So that other juices act on them because, dealing with one big fat globule is difficult. Final digestion takes place in the intestine. Digested food is absorbed by numerous finger-like projection on the wall of intestine. Done. Villi microvilli, the undigested solid waste moves into the rectum and passes through cloaca. Okay. Frog respire on land in the water by two different methods. Means skin act as a aquatic respiratory organ, cutaneous, dissolved oxygen through skin by diffusion, and if it is through lungs, it is pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration. So lungs are, the paired hai, elongated sac like structure, reddish bag like structures. They are complicated. They are having, alveoli. Air enters through nostrils into buccal cavity. During estivation, hibernation, gaseous skin means if the organism is in aquatic habitat, the respiration is by gills. Branchial respiration done by skin, cutaneous respiration done, and by lungs, pulmonary. Vascular system, if anything should be transported, okay, so it is closed type because it is having heart blood vessels, so blood flows inside small tube like structures. Okay, so lymphatic system consists of lymph channels and lymph nodes. So heart is a muscular structure. Heart is a muscular structure which is having muscles, allow contraction, relaxation. They are having cardiac muscles, good amount of cardiac muscles because continuously the heart is beating. The heart is contracting the blood inside the blood vessels. It has three chamber, two atria, one ventricle, covered by membrane called pericardium. Sinus venous join the right atrium. Major veins join the vena cava. Same as mostly the after frog evolution occurred to reptilia, aves, and mammalia. So if you compare the heart of R to the frog, definitely we are more developed. The blood from the heart is carried all parts of the body by the arteries. Okay, special venous connection between liver and intestine called hepatic portal. Heper means liver. Heper means liver. Heper means portal means something is there, some connection is there. Blood is composed of plasma and cells. Cells are RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. Okay, see whether they are developed or not. RBCs are nucleated. In our initially RBCs are nucleated, but in adult stage RBC become enucleated. Nucleus gone, cell organ is gone. RBC is there only to fill the hemoglobin. Just lymph different from blood. It lacks protein RBC. Okay, blood carries nutrient, gases, water. Circulation of blood is achieved by pumping action. Pumping action of heart. Two vessels. Again two organs. Then two organs to heart. Elimination of nitrogen containing waste product by excretory system. Composed of kidneys, ureters, cloaca, and urinary bladder. Okay, these are compact red bean like structure, lies posteriorly, vertebral column. Done. Composed of several structural units, uriniferous tubules or nephrons. We have understood this concept of nephron in our human respiratory system. Nephron is composed of Marfesian, corpuscle, renal tubule, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, then DCT, okay, DCT, then collecting duct, then finally to the ureters. Two ureters emerge from kidneys of male frogs. Ureters acts as urogenital duct open into cloaca. The ureters oviduct open separately in cloaca. Okay. Thin wall urinary bladder present ventral to rectum. Excrete urea. That's why frog is also a ureotelic animal, because the nitrogen containing waste product the frog is excreting is urea. Excretory waste are carried by blood into the kidney where it is separated and excreted. Okay. System for control of coordination. Again, two types. Neural system, endocrine system. Endocrine system is there. The organ specialized to secrete on a hormone, endocrine gland, secrete hormones. Done. Prominent endocrine glands are pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pineal body, pancreatic islands, adrenals, and gonads. Nervous system composed only of neurons. Only neurons, which are packed themselves in central nervous system, brain, and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system, cranial nerves emerging from brain, spinal nerves emerging from spinal cord. So peripheral nervous system is itself a derivative of central nervous system. An autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic is which works in the emergency condition. Parasympathetic, which relieves you from the emergency condition. Sympathetic stressed, parasympathetic relaxed. 10 pairs of cranial nerves rises from, and this, terminology, the numerology is very important. Brain is enclosed in a bony structure called brain box. The brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Forebrain include olfactory lobes, paired cerebral hemisphere, and unpaired diencephalon. Paired means two in number. Unpaired means it is not two in number. Hindbrain, midbrain composed of optic lobe. Hindbrain consists of cerebellum and medulla oblongata. In human brain also, hindbrain, cerebellum, pons, medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata, sense, containing the respiratory and cardiovascular centers. Medulla oblongata passes through foramen and magnum and continues to spinal cord. Frog is now, if nervous system is there, if neuron is there, who will give signal to neuron? Who will give impulse to neuron? It is the sense organ which gives signals to sensory neuron in the form of stimulus. Stimulus is supplied to neuron. Neuron interpret or convert that to receive it from dendrite of the neuron, but it will convert the that stimulus to impulse to the cyton of the neuron, because it is the CPU interpretation part of the neuron, where the neuron actually understand what impulse is there, what information is there, and how it will generate and conduct through the neuron. Then it will receive to the muscle. Okay, motor neuron give that impulse to muscle. M for muscle, M for motor neuron, S for sense organ, S for sensory neurons. Done. Now, frog has different types of sense organ, mainly touch, sensory papillae. Okay, taste buds, smell. Generally, taste has related to gustatory receptors. Smell, nasal epithelium, vision, eyes, tympanum with internal ears. Okay, well organized structures, and rest are cellular aggregate around nerve endings. Eyes in a frogs are a pair of spherical structure. These are simple eyes. Possesses only one unit. If so many units are there, then it is a compound eye. External ear is absent in frog. Only tympanum can be. Ear is an organ which is not only for hearing but for balance and equilibrium also, for maintaining balance and equilibrium. Like kidneys is not only for excretion but it is for osmoregulation also. Done? Okay. Now, that was a diagram of reproductive system. Frogs have very well organized male and female reproductive system. That's why they mark sexual dimorphism. Done? Is it clear? Male reproductive organ consists of pair of yellowish ovoid testes. Pair of testes. Pair. Adhere to upper part of kidneys by double membrane of peritoneum. Vasa efferentia, 10 to 12 vasa efferentia arises from testes. They enter the kidney on their side and open into Bidder's canal. Finally communicate to urogenital tract, comes out from kidney and open into cloaca. Done? It is actually a common opening for digestive system, urinary system, and your reproductive system also. Digestive system removes fecal matter. That excretory system will remove urine. Means for removing it, this is a common passage. From ejaculation. Female reproductive organs include a pair of ovaries situated near kidneys. No functional connection. Only situation is there. They are situated near to kidneys, but no functional connection. Okay, pair of oviduct arises from ovaries. Opens, into the cloaca separately. A mature female lay to 2,500 to 3,000 ova at a time. Very important. Fertilization is external. Means, male giving sperm to water. Ejaculating sperm by water through cloaca. Female ejaculating ova. Through the medium of water they are meeting. Fertilization, fusion of sperm and ova not occurring inside the female body. That is the internal fertilization. Then a larval stage will come. which then convert. So, frogs are beneficial for mankind. They eat insects, protect the crop. Otherwise, insects will create disastrous havoc to the crops. Frogs maintain ecological balance, important link for food chain, food web. In some countries, muscular legs of frog used as a food by men. So this is the diagram. Testes. So all the three opens into a one common pathway. Female, different is there. Cloacal aperture is different. Oviduct. Done. So I've already told you this is the most what a chapter of this because so many topics are deleted. So this is all about tomorrow we are going to deal with morphology of flowering plants. Okay. After that anatomy, then one short series of 11th will get complete. Okay, students, thank you so much.